All right, guys, we're back, and we're out of the auto parts store, we're out of the hardware store. Sometimes I forget where I'm at. And we're off. That was nice, just in and out, no big lines. I always remember this little gravelly area over here. I want an old bike. I want lots of bikes. I don't know what it is when I get on the bike. I mean, I'm just going to the store, and it's like no big deal. And I mean, I'm not going any place special. Just cruising on the bike, and it's 55 degrees. The sun is not out, so it's not like super nice weather, but it's just so cool to be on the bike. I mean, this, doing this local stuff, this bike is almost like being in a car. You do have lots of protection. You're not going fast, and you got the heated grips, and you got lots of stuff going for you. It's just to me, it's a great errand bike. Now, I don't usually run with the bags much, hardly ever. I don't remember the last time I put the panniers on. Just not interested in that look. I don't like that look at all. To me, it's only for when you're on the long trips. I know a lot of guys, when they're on the GS, they got all the GS gear, and I think I've talked about this before. They got, the pants, the jacket, I guess some of them even have like the dual sport helmets and stuff. And I guess I understand if you're off-road because, you want, it's supposed to help the dirt, you don't want dirt on in your face, on your shield, and the sun. So they all have, they have the whole setup, and to me it's just too much. The boots, I've tried on some boots, I guess riding boots that that really would protect your ankle if you went down, and they are just way too stiff. I'm taking the chance. I mean, I got riding boots on now, but they are so relaxed, and I'm sure they don't have the same protection as, I think it was Forma was the company. Really nice looking boot. They were expensive, and I bought them through Revzilla so I could return them. But I did, but I don't see how I could ever get used to them. They were just so stiff. But I guess that gives you the protection when they're stiff like that. So yeah, I'm not into that look. I am just not into that adventure look at all, and I know a lot of guys are. I mean, it's if somebody likes it, they like it. I mean, I'm good with if you like it. It's just not me at all. I kind of like a lighter, less bulky look, and just something that's I don't know. I guess everybody, it's like, clothes, they you dress what you like, you dress, and I tend to dress, I don't know, I don't even know what my style is. All I know is I'm not into that gear. I'm not saying anything wrong with the gear, I'm just not into it. Oh, I like this. This is a nice sweeper. Just not into that gear. It just doesn't do it. It just seems so bulky and everything. And I know the protection's there for all weather and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm fine. I got this freaking, I guess this is a naked bike type jacket, or whatever. It's just a mesh jacket with, I put the liner in it. And then I got my riding jeans, which I like. I like the riding jeans so much nicer because I don't really like the way those. I do have a set of winter weather pants, but I don't like them. I mean, I like them, but they're just so, I don't know, restraining. That's the word. They just feel like you're just, I guess, I don't know. But the jeans are super. I love the jeans. I don't always wear them, but I love them. So they're not. They don't. I don't feel any constraint with them at all. And whatever. That's just my, I guess maybe I don't belong on this bike. The more I think about it, I don't conform to the adventure, look, and I don't have the bags on and the big top box, and I don't like the top box at all. This is another thing too, is I guess I'm going to piss other people off too. it's just, they're hideous looking. They're so big, and you got this big box on the back of your bike, and it just takes away from any of the lines on the bike. It just, that's where I'll give the cruisers. That's where I really like the cruisers. Now, granted, you know, their bags are not as roomy as their bags are not as roomy as say, you know, the panniers on adventure bikes and stuff like that, but they go with the style of the bike. They look good, especially the Indians. I really like the Indians. The dark, the standard, like the what is it? The Roadmasters and the Chiefs. Not the Chiefs. Well, you guys know what I mean. The Roadmaster type of, because they're rounded with the fender and they look so good. And I don't know. This is just, put a square box in the back of these things, and they're just it's just weird. I just never liked it. That's why I got this little tiny, you know, bag on the back, and it holds what I needed to hold. But if I need to go, you know, you know, what's nice about the Vero panniers is they just 1, 2, 3 they're on. You know, it's seconds they're on, so I can just pop them on if I need more room, if I'm going someplace that I need to do, you know, shopping. Most of the time I'll just take my truck to go, you know, food shopping and stuff like that. But yeah, so I mean, I basically turned my bike an adventure bike, and for what it has, and I've kind of turned it upside down and made it more of a sporty bike, I mean, it's more of a sport touring bike for me, with the least amount of stuff on the bike I can be. See, that's what I'm torn. I want the most comfort, the most handling, the most power. I want it all in one, which you really can't get. But I'm kind of making this the way, you know, for myself. You know, same if I get the 1300, it'll be the same way. I'll very rarely run with the bags. I'll make it much more sporty. I'll keep it to the minimalist. I don't want a big windscreen. And the only thing I do like about the Venture bikes, what they do to them, and I guess they look in place, is the lighting. I got those Denali, the lights on the front, and the Denali brake light, and so, because I do like to be seen, so they're pretty powerful. And at night, wow, this thing lights up the road like it's amazing. And I don't even have it on full blast, the lights, and they're just amazing. So I'll give that part of the adventure bike I really like. But like I said, I like that minimalist look. I got this thing set at minimum for suspension, so it's just the lowest. Yeah, so I kind of should turn my GS card in, I guess, because I'm not really an adventure guy as far as the off-road part, but I'm adventurous as far as on-road. I'll go anywhere, whatever, you know. And even if I take a long trip, I have a Nelson rig. I guess it's I don't know, it's a 40-liter bag. I forget what it is, but it's huge, and it can be a backpack if you want it. But you know, I mean, if you want to get, you know, I don't know, I wouldn't recommend you walk around as a backpack or even ride with it. But it straps to the bike really easy, and you can load a ton of stuff in it. I don't even need the side bags. In fact, if I go on the trip, I might just put that in the back. And what's nice about that, it kind of butts up against your back, and it becomes like a backrest. So for these long trips, you can just lean back and relax. It's so I think it's Nelson rig. I think it's by, and it's real durable, totally waterproof, and just a real nice bag. And I've used that when I've gone to New York and stayed with friends. I needed to, you know, but I think I did take my panniers too, which I didn't even need to. I didn't. This thing will hold my laptop, all the clothes I need, everything in there, and completely dry. So, like I said, I'm not a big whatchamacallit guy with as far as the look of the panniers. Even though, you know, when you see an adventure bike, now I'm gonna sound like I'm going back on it, but when you see the adventure one, the GSA, and it has the big side square boxes, not the Valeros, the, you know, big ones, you know, the containers. I call them containers. I guess that looks kind of cool. It looks very I don't know what's the utilitarian. It's like, you know, you got everything you need. You got the big boxes on the side. You got the 70 or 60-30, 60-40 tires, 70-30 tires, and you just got everything you need, you know, and you can just go anywhere, you know. So that's cool. So I do that kind of look, but that look I like to look at, but I don't know if I'd want to have that every day. And the GSA is way too wide for me. This is as wide as if I want to go with a bike. This is just it. You you know. Yeah, we're almost back home again. So it was a short ride, but you know, a short ride is better than no ride, you know. Tomorrow's supposed to be sunny, about the same temperature. So I'll go for another ride again, and I want to go look at another house. I just want to ride by it. It looks kind of nice, you know. Still hunting. Still haven't found anything, but it look kind of nice. So maybe I'll go by if it's not sold already, because stuff does sell quick. Quick. All right, it's a nice turn up here, but it's not supposed to be going fast here, but everybody does. So if everybody does, I'm going to do it. Just loving these tires too. These tires have just made this bike just the best sport bike I could have. I can't imagine what these would be on a nice sport bike, but you know, the sport bike tires, like I think it's the Rossi, I don't know, is it Rossi, the Diablos, whatever. It seems like it'd be popular on sport bikes. I'd like to experience a sport bike, you know, see what you gave me, see the handling capabilities of it, and see if it's so much, you know, if it'll blow me away, like, you know, to want one, even if it's just for short rides because you're leaning forward, you know. I mean, I watch, who else do I watch that has a stable full of bikes? The Mr. Flyer. I like his reviews. He's pretty cool, and he gives good in-depth reviews for the average rider, you know, how it feels when you sit on it and everything, which you don't get a lot from when they're high performance bikes and stuff like that. But he does that review. It's really good. I just like his reviews, and he's got a stable full of bikes, and I think he's got a Panigale, so he's got sport bikes, he's got an adventure bike, he's got a touring bike. I mean, which the adventure bike, the GS he has is a touring bike, but he's got a Goldwing he just got, so he covers them all. And then he's got I think a speed twin. So he has all the bikes, kind of all the bikes I would like to have, except I'm not sure of the sport bike. It's something that I just don't think I'd like it. You know, you're leaned over, your neck's got to be cricked up, you know, you got to have the right helmet. You can't have a helmet that kind of hangs down on you so you can't see, and I got glasses and I don't always wear them. I sometimes use my contacts, and I don't know if it'd be the best bike to have or not. But I guess if I have a lot of bikes, it would be kind of cool. So, well, I don't know. Right now, my next one, like I've said, I keep saying this, repeating myself, guys, I just want a naked bike with 100 to 150 horsepower, somewhere in that range. That's in the 400 to 450 pound range. That's what I want. I do like the new Street Fighter. I think it's a cool bike. It's a little expensive, but I like it. Not as expensive as the not as expensive as the Street Fighter, the V4. This is the V2, but it's still a little expensive. So nice auto blipper. I don't know. This thing feels. This is my sport bike. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. Maybe there's a better one out there, but tell me there's a better one out there that you can hit the turns hard, and as hard as I can hit them anyway, and got this kind of wind protection, so I don't mind riding it when it's 50 degrees out, and it rides like I'm in a luxury car. Okay, and I got it in road mode. So you guys tell me what hyper naked, super naked, any of those bikes can do. That this can't. This can do it all. It handles real well. 550 pounds. Handles those bumps real good. It's cool. Cool. I don't know. Does anybody, you know, when I watch a lot of videos, not a lot of guys, well, maybe they do. I watch a couple of them. Maybe they do, maybe they don't talk about their bike as much. Mostly they talk about what's going on and everything like that. And I do too. I do that too. But I mostly want to just talk about how cool my bike is. And like I said, I'm probably boring you guys with the same old, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what was on the road there. Something on the road there. Moved it back in, but no problem. Little tar snakes. Fourth gear pull. It's got so much torque. So much torque. You never have to worry about what gear you're in, usually. Alright guys, we're getting close to home, so I'll say goodbye, and hopefully I can put together this video in some coherent way so it sounds like you're having a good time, okay? Alright guys, we're gone.